Hey guys, Kirsty Snyder and Daniel Kump here at noon on October 17th for Mindset Monday. We are about to stream into our Facebook group, The Funnel Team. Super excited to have you guys. If you're watching here on our playlist, please put replay in the comments below. You're going to want to stay tuned in to this because it's going to be really good. Announcement.
Gonna spit some fire today. Is that why?
Duh. Do you know who we are?
Yeah, we did have a few extra emails going out last night and today to let people know too. So hopefully we should have a good amount of people joining us live.
Yes, sir. All right, hitting live now. Hey guys, Kirsty Snyder here with Daniel Kump, Daniel Kump. And we're excited to chat with you today for Mindset Monday. Make sure that if you guys do not see the red light button in the corner, that you hashtag replay in the comments below, whether you're on our playlist on YouTube or you are catching this live inside our Facebook group. You don't see the red light button. Obviously, you're catching the replay. So be sure to be intentionally present, contribute. As always, when you give, you gain. And as soon as you hear that, especially for those on the replay, make sure to put that in the comments. Put in the comments right now, when you give, you gain. Do it. And when you burn that into your head, you're really going to understand why that's so important and why I say it so often. What's up, guys? Good morning. Ari, my friend, how are you? Greg, got your message. Haven't listened to it yet, obviously, because I'm live, but I'll respond soon. Montana, good to have you. Casey, good to have you. Mike, good to see you. Awesome to have you guys on. George, how are you, my friend? How's it going? Sean, good to have you. Okay, so you guys, first of all, you should be freaking pumped up. We're about to announce something that we've not done before. We've not talked about it before. This is something brand spanking new for you guys to be involved with. So I need every single person to be collaborating right now during this video. Even if you're on the replay and you catch this a day later or an hour later, this announcement still applies to you and it is still super, super important. Okay. Chris, good to have you. Shannon, good to have you. Peggy, thank you so much for popping on. Can you guys just listen? Okay, this is a tangent. Peggy Crummel. Hopefully I'm saying your last name right. Peggy got started last week, you guys. Guess where she's located? She's in Castle Rock, Colorado. That's about 45 minutes away from where I live. How in the world did I get, how did that happen? How did that happen? You guys should know this. It happened because I'm using the right hashtags, talking to a certain audience, and my content specifically brings in the impact of people who are my next door neighbor without me having to be belly to belly. So take that as like a quick tip, okay? Peggy got started last week. She's plugged in, she's involved, she's here right away, right? Because what we do works. So the little things that maybe you're bypassing are the big things. Everyone put that in the comments. The little things are the big things. The little things are the big things. And when you learn to pay attention to the little things, you're going to have so much more acceleration moving forward. Okay. Same exact thing of what we're going to talk about today. How long do we want to wait to announce it? When do you want to say it?
We can just, well, in the spirit of trying to, keep our Mindset Mondays and Focus Fridays, to the point, we can just dive into it right now. I mean, obviously we sent out a few emails. We had some emails go out yesterday, some emails go out today, letting you guys know to jump on Mindset Monday today. So, we're just going to dive right into it. So I think on, let me just pull up the calendar here. On the 3rd, right? We're going to have our first official meeting, right? So here's what we're going to do, guys. We are going to have our own executive mastermind call and training, just exclusively for our team. So, and the very first meeting is going to be on November 3rd. Okay, November 3rd, I believe at 8 p.m. So if You're not an executive. Now, what is an executive? It means you have to have minimally sponsored 10 people, and they need to be active. Doesn't mean like you sponsored 10 people last year and now you only have one. Like, you need to sponsor 10 people. They need to be active for you to be considered an executive. Now, we have many executives on our team. Catherine and Jason and Ari and Carl and Janet and many others. And we're going to be doing an executive mastermind, and we're going to be doing this every single month, possibly twice a month, but a minimum of at least once a month. This is going to be a very high level training, so much deeper of a dive than you would get in a standard Teachable Tuesday. Now, obviously, we're going to keep doing the Teachable Tuesdays. That value is going to continue to be there. We're adding this in addition to what we're already doing. So we're kind of taking our existing trainings and we're kicking it up a notch, kind of like Emerald, bam, kicking it up a notch. But we're throwing, we're basically, what we want to do is we want to work directly with the folks that are really aggressive and going out there and getting those results and have ranked up and earned that title of executive. Now, whether you're, gold executive, a platinum executive, a titanium executive, you've still gone out there and you've still sponsored 10 or more people. So we're going to be working directly with you. So like I said, this is going to be very high level. And it's also going to allow us to work on a more individual, case by case, working one-on-one directly with you guys as executives.
Yes.
So if you are not executive yet, I would strongly suggest between now and November 3rd, you do whatever you got to do. So if you've sponsored 2 people, go find 8 more. If you've sponsored 5, go get 5 more. If you sponsored 7, go get 3 more, whatever that number is. And we're also going to unlock and share with you kind of a secret formula of something that we've been doing. Not only just Kirsty and I, but we've also been pulling some of you guys into this as well. And we're going to allow you as an executive to work directly with Kirsty and I and have us host a webinar for you. Yes. Now, if you want to know a little more about that, obviously you want to get yourself to the executive level, but I can promise you this, and this is guaranteed, and I don't normally guarantee or promise a lot of things. However, when we do webinars, whether it be for just Kirsty and I, whether it be for just Kirsty, or we've now included other folks like Catherine, and Catherine can speak to this as well. I'm sure she can comment down below. When we do webinars for you, people join. End of story. So
every single time.
Yeah, we worked with Catherine last week and she can confirm, but we did a webinar for her. And I think she got 6 or 8 people in the course of like 24 to 48 hours during, and then obviously after the webinar with some follow-up. We have another webinar that we're doing this week with Ari. He's at the executive level. And I want you guys to know, like, we have like the webinar, we don't just wing a webinar. We don't just wing it. Okay. There's a plan. We have a strategy. We have a flow, just like our sales videos, just like our VSLs have a format that they follow. Our webinars also follow a format. And every single time we do a webinar, we get sales.
Every single time.
Yep.
And it happens during the webinar and prepping up to the webinar and right after the webinar is over. And then 24 to 48 hours later, they just keep coming in.
Yep.
Every single time.
There's a plan in place.
Yeah.
There's a plan. Like, there's a strategy and a plan. It's just like when you go work your business, you follow what works, and we have a plan that works. So every single time that we do these webinars, we get sales.
It works
so
every time.
We got another one this coming week. So for you, if you want us to do a webinar for you and your leads and your audience, wherever you're promoting out there on short form YouTube, your email list, whatever it is, that's what we've been doing. And it's been working extremely well. So we're going to be rolling that out. Just a little nugget, little hint. We're going to be rolling that out to the executive team that's on our team, the executives on our team, and giving them the opportunity to book times with us where we can go present and do webinars for their audience. And I'm telling you right now, like, it's a great way to get some massive momentum very, very quickly. So
yes,
we've done it now twice for Catherine. We got one coming up with Ari. Every time Kirsty and I do one for our own individual selves, or we do one as a team together, we get sales every single time. And I mean, I think the last one that we did, correct me if I'm wrong, Kirsty, but like we brought in over 20 people in like 48 hours, right? Something like that.
Yep. Yep. And it's the same formula every single time. It's not based on the time we select or who's doing it, like who's coming with us as a trio, right? It's a formula. It's 2 + 2 = 4. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It's just what works. And we want to extend that to you guys, but it's only now, like moving forward right now, going to be for executives and above. But the reason for that is because we know for a fact that you guys can hit executive. Easy. Like that should be so simple. And if you don't feel it is, that's exactly the problem. If you're trying to reinvent the wheel, or you're being aggressive with, your short form videos, say you never miss a day, it's probably because you need to alter something and you're not doing the formula 110%. You might be like 90%, but what if that 10% is the thing keeping you back? Because 10 sales is simple. It is. It totally is. And a lot of you guys feel like, oh, well, I'm new, so I don't know what to do. Well, people aren't signing up. I'm trying so hard. That's exactly the problem. I'm trying so hard. Cool, dude. You're reeking of desperation. You shouldn't be trying. Well, I can't tell you one time I feel like I'm trying to get someone involved. I try to sell them. Never. Literally never.
Here's what I would do. Like if you guys are out there, and this is based on, like, some of you guys are commenting this in the chat right now, and then some of you guys are replying being like, yeah, me too. Like, you guys are literally saying, hey, I'm working and I'm not getting results. And you're right. You're not. You're absolutely right. So great job. And here's why. Because like when you show up in a public format like this and you say, hey, I'm not getting results, like, what are you doing? You're affirming the fact that you're right. You're basically saying, yep, let me check the box. I'm not getting results, so let me post this publicly. Like, you're literally affirming to yourself that you're right, that you're not getting results. Like, that needs to change. That's a mindset thing. That's not a what you're doing. That's a mindset thing that you need to adjust. Like, you never want to go out in public and be like, hey guys, I'm trying this, but it just doesn't work. It's like, well, of course it's not working, because you're literally out there affirming to yourself and the world that it's not working. Right. So why is the universe going to be like, hey, you know what? Let's deliver a nice platinum or titanium to this person, because they're out there affirming that it's not working. Especially
because what you attract this next moment in 5 minutes from now, 5 hours from now, 5 days from now, depends solely on what you're doing right now and how you feel right now. If you want to be a magnet for success, you guys, this is not something that's like hocus pocus, yay, like voodoo. No, it's literally science. Who you are right now, how you show up right now, for what you believe right now, your vibe right now, for your capability, for what you're declaring, for what your behavior is what attracts your next moment. So if you want to get to executive, yeah, we want that for you too. Hello. That's why we're here. But you can't just want it. You have to act like you deserve it. If you knew, just like I always say, oh my goodness, you guys drill this into your head. Every single time I say this, it means something to you. It does. But do you really understand it? If you knew for a fact by midnight tonight, you would attract and enroll with ease 3 titanium members, would you show up differently right now in this moment? Would you even say, well, I'm not there yet? Well, no, because if you knew for a fact you'd make $300 by midnight tonight, you'd show up different right now.
That's you'd be acting different right now. That's for sure.
Yeah, act from the end result. If I knew for a fact I was going to enroll 6 titanium members by noon today, literally an hour and a half from now, would I show up differently right after this video? Yes, I would. But so many of you guys are like, but it's not here, but it's not here. And that is exactly the problem. You look outside yourself saying, where are my resources? I don't have what it takes. I'm new. I've tried so hard, no results. You're right. Do you want to be right or do you want to have results? Which one? 37 of you live with me now. Do you want to be right or do you want to have results? Which one? Okay. So wrapping it
I'm gonna
up
drop a
here.
little I'm gonna drop a little nugget right here in
do.
the chat. Guys, for those of you guys that are, you know, saying that you're trying and not getting results, go watch the last 3. We'll just call it last 3 weeks. So in the chat there, guys, is literally teachabletuesdayreplays.com. And I would suggest that you guys go watch the last 3 Teachable Tuesdays that we did, and they were all on short form videos. And we literally gave you specific videos to go clone and do. And several of you actually went and did it. And you guys got amazing results. So we're literally giving you the formulas. We're giving you what to say, when to say it, how to say it, the right video, the angle, all of that is all in there. So please, please, please go clone what's working. And if you need to, go watch it 2, 3, 4, 5 times. Go and just like really, really dive into that stuff, because like we're literally giving you the keys to the castle and exactly what, not like this. And just like I shared this on when I was live at the event in Atlanta, is that like there's theory. Okay. And I shared this on the Teachable Tuesday too. There's theory of like, hey, we're going to teach you something that should work. So there's folks out there that are teaching theory, but we're living practice. What we're teaching
proof,
you what
not just
to do,
what we think.
Yeah, right. We're practicing it. This is real world practice. So the results that we're getting are coming from real living practice. This isn't teaching theory. This is living practice. And there's a huge difference. So if you just go and dive into that practice and go practice and practice and practice, you will get results. But you also got to remove the, hey, this isn't working for me. You got to remove that from your head, and you got to act as if you already have the sale. And it is a tricky thing to do. It does take work and effort and consistency on your part, but it does 100% work.
It does. And see, here's the thing, you guys, the reason for the executive calls that we'll have per month now, okay, you've got 2.5 weeks to get to executive to be on our first mastermind call with our funnel team, November 3rd, 8 p.m. Eastern. Okay. You got 2.5 weeks to do that. 10 people you need to impact. Now, with the people who got results, just as the example, the people who got results, whether views, direct messages, comments, because of cloning what works, which is why Daniel said, go watch those 3 Teachable Tuesdays. Okay. When you go clone what works, so now you have momentum, maybe more than you anticipated, just like Morgan Lynn just said, it took off faster than I thought. Whoops. Yeah. Now, guess what? If you were on that executive call, now we can specifically one-to-one help you with how do you now close the sale? How do you now assume the sale that they're coming to you? They're groveling at your feet saying, I want in, here's my enrollment, right? Because it's one thing to take off on a short form video. It's another thing to take off on a short form video and then be able to close many, many sales, right? And when you're on the executive call, we'll be able to help you one-to-one on how to then do what the next step is that maybe you haven't done yet before, that maybe you've done before, but it hasn't been as much momentum as you want. That's why you got to get to executive. That's why you should be on the phone, why you should be on the Zoom with us come November 3rd, our first ever mastermind session for all executives. I want you there. And you gotta want to be there. You guys want to be there. All 41 of you. I know you guys want to be there. But instead of just saying, oh, it's a goal. Oh, I kind of want it. I wish I could have that. Bro, I got more than a dozen sales last week in 1 week. So you've got 2.5 weeks to do your job, to show up for you consistently, and you will get to executive. That should be a cakewalk. But if you accept the belief that you aren't gonna, and that it's too hard and that you're new and you don't know what to do and you're overwhelmed and you don't have the time, you're gonna be right. You're gonna be right. But all you commented, you wanted results. So
yeah. Do you want the results or would you rather be right? It's up to you.
Exactly.
Yep. And we'll close out with this. All right. So you guys heard us talk about this right coming out of the event last week. Proximity. Be in proximity to those that are getting results. So the people that are executives, right? These are the people that you want to surround yourself with. You want to be like with other people that are getting massive results, right? So you want to be surrounded with myself and Bill and Carl and Janet and Ari and people that have momentum right now. Like that's who you want to surround yourself with. Like just like the people that showed up to the event, almost every single person on our team that showed up to the event got a sale within 24 to 48 hours of the event. That wasn't coincidence. That was called being in proximity to the energy and the momentum and everything that we had going. The executive call is going to be the same exact thing. You want to be on that call. So do whatever you got to do between now and November 3rd to get yourself to executive so we can work direct with you and we can mastermind on a bigger, greater scale. And look at what we're doing here, guys. We're literally starting to take things that like a company would do, and we're doing it on our own individual team because that's the level that we're getting to. We're turning the corner. We're about to blow this thing up as we head into 2023, and we're going to do it in a really big way. And we just want to pull you along for the ride. So the question is, do you want to be there, and will you show up? Will we see you on the 3rd? So,
and I'll just end with this, you guys, because we want you to go do your job. Okay. The stepping stone, the planting of this seed for being on those executive calls, there's more to come from that. It's not just hopping on a monthly call that we're like, yay, let's help you specifically. No, there's a lot of things under the pipeline for that. A lot that we've not even discussed today, where you're going to be stepping up into your own leadership. You're going to be leading from the front more than you've ever done before, but you got to be there on that call, and you need to do what you can now, acting like you deserve it now, so that 10 people is a cakewalk. 10 people is a cakewalk. It is, unless you believe it's not. 2.5 weeks to make it happen. If you guys have questions about that, please let me know. If you catch this later on, obviously let us know as well. But other than that, Mindset Monday, we out. We'll see you guys. Oh my gosh. We'll see you guys for Teachable Tuesday tomorrow. Get registered if you're not already, because holy freak, you're not going to want to miss that one.
Yeah, let me drop that link in here real quick. So yeah, you guys 1000% want to be on Teachable Tuesday tomorrow. Trust me. So just drop the link for that. Make sure you guys go get registered and get locked and loaded and get ready for an awesome training tomorrow night. Yep,
you guys got it. Have a good one. We'll see you then, if not before. Bye, guys.
Later.
And for those of you guys on the replay on our playlist, I'm going to put in the description below the 3 links that Daniel mentioned for the Teachable Tuesdays that you guys should watch. You ought to watch this week and then go put into practice to start gaining traction more than you've ever done before. And we'll see you guys tomorrow for Teachable Tuesday.
Do it.